In the last video we looked at polar curves and we derived this relation tan phi is equal to r into d theta by dr, where r is the length of the radius vector and phi is the angle between the radius vector and the tangent drawn to this curve at point P. Tan phi is equal to r into d theta by dr. We derived this relation in the last video. And we also looked at this. If you have two curves C1 and C2, they intersect at point P and the angle of intersection is phi 2 minus phi 1. That is nothing but we draw tangent T1 and T2 for these two curves C1 and C2 at that point, and phi 2 is the angle subtended by tangent T2 with the radius vector, and phi 1 is the angle subtended by T1 with the radius vector. Phi 2 minus phi 1 gives the angle between these two tangents, which is nothing but angle between those two curves C1 and C2. Let us solve few problems today. Let us look at this problem. Find the angle between the radius vector and the tangent for the curve r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta, and also find the slope of the tangent at theta is equal to pi by 3. Let us look at the first part of the problem. Angle between the radius vector and the tangent for the curve r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. If you differentiate this r with respect to theta, it becomes dr by d theta, which is equal to a into, this is constant, which becomes a 0, and derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. This is nothing but minus a sin theta. What is tan phi equal to? We are supposed to find this angle phi. Phi is the angle between the radius vector and the tangent for the curve. If you look at this figure, this is phi. We are supposed to find this phi, angle between the radius vector and the tangent for the curve. Tan phi is equal to, we know this relation, r into d theta by dr. What is r equal to? R is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta, which is given in the problem, a into 1 plus cos theta. And what is d theta by dr? Dr by d theta is equal to minus a into sin theta. So d theta by dr is reciprocal of this, which is 1 by minus a into sin theta. Here a gets cancelled and this becomes 1 plus cos theta by minus sin theta. So let us not forget this minus sign. Let us simplify this. In 11th standard or 12th standard, you might have come across this identity. 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos squared theta. Let us make use of this identity. Here it is 1 plus cos theta. Instead of 2 theta, it is theta. So this becomes 2 cos squared theta by 2. Let me just write it here. 2 cos squared theta by 2. And what is sin theta? We know this identity. Sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. So what is sin theta equal to? Minus 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. This gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled. This becomes, what is cos theta by sin theta equal to? Cos theta by sin theta is equal to cot theta. So here it is theta by 2. It becomes minus cot theta by 2. Tan phi is equal to minus cot theta by 2. If you just convert this cot into tan, which is nothing but tan phi is equal to tan pi by 2 plus theta by 2. Tan pi by 2 plus theta by 2. tan pi by 2 plus theta by 2 is equal to minus cot theta by 2. We need not memorize these things. Let me just write it here. What is tan theta equal to? We know that tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Here in this case, tan pi by 2 plus theta by 2 is equal to sin pi by 2 plus theta by 2, and divided by cos pi by 2 plus theta by 2. Now what is sin pi by 2 plus theta by 2? We again in 12th standard or 11th standard you would have come across this identity. Sin of a plus b is equal to sin a cos b into sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Here a is pi by 2 and b is theta by 2. Again another identity is cos of a plus b, which is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. A is equal to pi by 2 and b is equal to theta by 2. If you substitute this sin pi by 2 plus theta by 2, a equal to pi by 2 theta and b equal to theta by 2 in this expression, sin of pi by 2 plus theta by 2 becomes cos theta by 2, and cos of pi by 2 plus theta by 2, if you substitute for a pi by 2 and for b theta by 2 here, it becomes minus sin theta by 2. This is nothing but minus cot theta by 2. So we need not remember tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2. We just need to know what is sin of pi by 2 plus theta by 2 as well as cos of pi by 2 plus theta by 2. It need not be just pi by 2, any angle. We can make use of this expression sin of a plus b is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, and cos of a plus b is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. To figure out this, tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2 is equal to minus cot theta by 2. Another identity which we need to recall is tan of a plus b is equal to, let me just write it here, tan of a plus b tan of a plus b is equal to tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a tan b. If you know these three identities, tan of a plus b, sin of a plus b, cos of a plus b, that is sufficient for us to derive this on the fly. We need not memorize tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2 is equal to minus cot theta by 2. Tan of pi by 2 minus theta by 2 is what? We can derive it on the fly. Tan of pi by 2 minus theta by 2 is sin of pi by 2 plus of minus theta by 2, cos of pi by 2 plus of minus theta by 2. We just need to apply this identity and get the result. So here basically tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2 is equal to minus cot theta by 2, and tan phi is equal to minus cot theta by 2, which is equal to tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2, that is nothing but phi equal to pi by 2 plus theta by 2. Let us go back to the question, and it says also find the slope of the tangent at theta is equal to pi by 3. here it is, what is theta is equal to? Theta is given as pi by 3. So let us just write this, pi by 2 plus pi by 3 by 2, that is nothing but pi by 2 plus pi by 6, which is equal to 6, 3 pi plus pi, that is 4 pi, which is equal to 2 pi by 3. So phi, that is angle between the radius vector and the tangent, is equal to 2 pi by 3. It is also asking for the slope of the tangent at theta is equal to pi by 3. Slope of the tangent, let us go back to this figure. Slope of the tangent is phi. We are supposed to find out tan phi, sorry, tan psi. This is psi, tan psi. We are supposed to find out tan psi. We know this. Suppose you consider this triangle, exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles, that is psi is equal to theta plus phi. We need to recall this property. Exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles of a triangle. In a triangle, if you consider the sum of interior opposite angles for this angle, that is psi, they are equal. Psi is equal to theta plus phi. So here they are asking for slope. So what is psi is equal to? Psi is equal to theta plus phi, and what is theta is equal to? Theta is equal to pi by 3 plus phi is equal to 2 pi by 3, which is nothing but pi. Slope of the tangent is tan psi. Let me just go back to that figure. Tan psi. This is tangent PT. Tan psi gives us the slope of this tangent line PT. So tan psi is equal to tan pi. You have scientific calculator, it is allowed in the examination. If you calculate what is tan pi equal to, it is equal to 0. So slope of this tangent is 0. What does that mean? This line is parallel to x-axis. Anyways, this is the answer for the second part of the question here. First part of the question, angle between the radius vector and the tangent, that is phi is equal to 2 pi by 3, and slope of the tangent, that is tan psi is equal to 0.